gonna record? Alright, I'm gonna try to walk this out. Okay, so yesterday I was like filling out a bunch of applications and stuff like that. It was like rainy and all of that stuff, and I'm like, I need to make some extra money. Wanna know why I was thinking about making some extra money? Outside of the video that I posted the other day, just about the whole dentist just shutting down and closing and not knowing nothing, I did the math on my car loan yesterday, and I was like, golly, man. I looked up the actual value of it, right? So the actual value of my vehicle is like $4,500, like between 45 and $5 grand, right? So the loan I got on it is like 10 racks. So I'm like, that's what you get. That's how you wind up paying for stuff. I figured that that's what it was. It's even more than that. It will cost me 18 racks. That $4,000 car will wind up costing me 18 racks if I complete that payment plan the way that they want me to complete it. All of the interest accrued and all of that. I think I did a ditty about that the other day. I just be blowing my own mind, which is just, I think that's just so I have solid, so I don't be running around here losing my mind, fretting about shit like, don't worry about it, you already got it. So I started looking up definitions. I'm like, whew, this shit is crazy. So I looked up capital. Right? So it's like wealth. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get some more money. I gotta raise me some capital. And then I was like, whew, these charges, man, it's offensive. Like a capital offense that should be punished with death. The way you out here using people, the way the things are set up for people to profit off of nothing. I think that's what started it. Because I was like, whew, let me go and bump me some D'Angelo, boy. I said, I didn't stress myself out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, they want you to sell your soul. And I was like, that's got to be the thing that you can't see that's worth everything. Because they out here telling you that this thing is worth 18 and it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So the value that they placing on things, they put racks on it, millions on it, billions on it. They putting their price on it, but it ain't shit. They say that your soul ain't nothing, but it's got to be the thing that's worth everything, right? So I was doing that, and I was looking up capital, something I didn't know. The columns, how you see those fancy columns with the little spirally stuff on the top? It's a molded capital. That cap piece that's on top of the column, it's a capital. And I'm like, God dang. So that's helping to calm me down and kind of get that stuff off my mind, because it is what it is. I just know now that I need to make moves before all of that time accrues, and that's actually what I wind up paying. It's not a thing that's set in stone right now. I can make moves or try to do something to make sure that I pay it off early, so I'm learning new stuff. That thing that's at the top of the column, it's a capital. It's a decorative portion on ornate columns, right? So the flower thing, it's the acanthus, right? Meaning a sharp point, bears breeches, a little flower or something like that. So I'm when it's not giving me enough, like I go Google some stuff and I'm like, it's something in there. Like, you got that feeling that it's something in there, and it was something in there. So I went on the images, and it showed me. I was like, like you explaining it to me, it was a word explanation of it, but I want the picture, I want the symbol of it. And when I picked one of the pictures that I picked, it opened up the Encyclopedia Iranica. Iran, like Britannica, Iranica. Encyclopedia Iranica, that Proto-Indo-European root word stuff. They the clique. Don't you let them motherfuckers think they Lord, they ain't fighting. They been down with each other for a long-ass motherfucking time. Nigga, ain't no beef. They ain't beefing. Nigga, if it is beef, it's an impossible whopper. Ain't no motherfucking beef. So I'm looking up, I think it's Avicenna. It's just so much stuff. And they was talking about musical theory, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell, you know what I'm saying, there's a whole bunch of jerk motion. You know what I'm saying? It's like them comparing themselves between the Greek and the Latin and this, that, and the third. Like this dude, he pontificating on musical theory and how music is actually one of the four pure sciences, or one of the like mathematics, music, biology, or geometry, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The thing I came up with as I'm reading, because it's like, it's like your brain highlights certain stuff for you, so when you don't know what you're looking for, you got to see what catch your eye. You know what I'm saying? If you out there searching and what you're searching for, you don't have a guide, basically. You don't have a guide to show you what you're searching for. You don't have a teacher to show you what you're searching for. You got to rely on those little those little things that spark your interest, those little things that catch your eye. And I went back up to what started it. I'm doing the math on my car loan. I'm stressed out because this is usury. You finna charge me 18 racks for something that ain't worth but 4 racks. It's crazy. That's perjury. That's you're lying about something. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some stuff and they was talking about putting something, basically putting the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? So of course, a female, I'm black, I'm from the South. So my mind is going to correlate things in such a way. The little pictures that I'm looking at, you got this Epic of Gilgamesh dude on this little stone, piece, and then it's got this dude up here on this throne. It's got this other dude, and this bald-headed thing in the back that look like me. And I'm like, you putting something before something else. It was perjury, making a false oath. Oh man, perjury. And then I looked up, I think it was something in the description. That's what I'm saying, just like link jumping and not being so worried about whether you're laying it out right, because it wasn't laid out right for me. We wouldn't be out here in the mess that we in if it was laid out right. So how dare you put that heavy shit on me that I have to have an outline of all my facts and this, that, and the third. Bitch, that's more than, you never gave it to me. You never gave it to me. So why would you expect it from me? But PRA/DEDU, a deductible. A deductible is you pay this portion and then insurance will pay the portion that it said it was going to pay to begin with. Take my heart, and then I'm going to trust that you give me your heart in return. Or the opposite. Give me your heart first. You know what I'm saying? You give me your heart first and then I give you my heart. A deductible. When it's supposed to be a pas de deux. Thank you, Frazier. Thank you, Kelsey Grammer. Thank you, Syndication. Thank you, CBS. I looked them up a while ago, too. I said, who started this shit? CBS, but before them it was the people in the radio, which they was probably part of that too, so I can't really blame them. But thank y'all, appreciate that, for all of the hell and all of that bullshit that we go through, man. At least we got references so we don't lose our goddamn mind in this hell you got us in. You know what I'm saying? At least we don't have to worry about going insane. But that's what it is. It's them charging me a deductible. I started thinking about a ransom. Like, well, I give you this and I hope that you give it to me in return. We ransoming ourselves. We ransoming. It's just crazy. But it's not supposed to be that. It's not supposed to be 4 racks wind up costing you 18. That's usury. I remember looking that up. That East India Trading Company shit. That, oh yeah, I'll insure that, and then the ship sink at the bottom of the ocean, so you send out a ship to recover it. So not only do you got the money they was paying you for insurance, but you're going to go out there and get them. Lord knows you might have been down there screwing goddamn holes in the bottom of their boat to begin with, sending out the pirates to go fuck them up to begin with, and you insuring them, just like this whole protect your internet shit, the mafia. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame. Shame they're breaking into your phone like that. That's a goddamn shame. I tell you what, buddy. You need protection, and that's what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you some goddamn protection, because you got everything on your phone. Okay, tell me. $20 a month, I help you. It's a hustle. It's a fucking hustle, man. All of this shit is a hustle. But we already know that is what it is, man. It's a hustle. Just like this shit I was looking up, Azazel, the scapegoat, in the middle of the goddamn desert. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that all this shit is coming up. All this shit about Iran on the goddamn news. This scapegoat shit. Finding something to put something on. This camouflage. Put you some hair on. Put you some... And the hair we putting on, nigga, they out there shaving their heads, sacrificing it to the gods, being told that they gonna be blessed. That they gonna be blessed for their donation. Let me go get this bug. When I first had that thought, I was like, sacrificing to the guys. It's like this black pride thing. But that's what's out here going on. You know what I'm saying? And now, something else that made me think about that whole, because Azazel he wanted, I don't think, they was the Watchers that came down. I think no, he the scapegoat from the middle of the desert. And then like in cause it's not canon, so that's something we got into later. That was that Catholic Bible shit. You know what I'm saying? I think like in the Apocrypha or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? War and working with metals and camouflage and makeup and medicine and this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, medicine is good to keep you healthy, but we wouldn't have to worry about being healthy if we hadn't gotten to the bullshit to begin with, no matter what you thinking, whether it's a story or whatever. So we gonna work inside of this thing like it's an Aesop's motherfucking fable. Ain't no truth in that. That's just how they use you to control you. Okay? Everything is a control system, even unto the language that we speak to communicate with each other. Everything is a control system. We wouldn't have needed all that bullshit if it wasn't no bullshit to begin with. That lie, that simile, that light, that as you will be as gods. When you already God to begin with, you already the most divine piece of whatever that infinitely productive thing is. Let a motherfucker lie to you and tell you can be something better than what you are. You ain't gonna get no better than what you are. You're going to become a version of who they think you should be in order to capitalize on who you are and what you... I'm telling you, I don't even feel the need to try to get these thoughts together because they ain't got no business being together. These thoughts shouldn't be in my head together. They shouldn't. They really should not, because it's not supposed to be a deductible. I'm not supposed to have to pay basically with my life in order to live. Sacrifice your life and live forever. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. It's supposed to be a dance. We're supposed to be out here together, woman and man and woman, black and white, this race, this side and that side, east and west, man. So I was looking up all that crap because I just got in my own feelings real quick, just because it's so getting to the heart of the matter. Like I said on that other video, to get to the heart of the matter. And that was one of the other ones. It was something else in one of the descriptions. Quad Revivum. That was I think that's the four nature like geometry, music, and this, that, and the third. I think that's what he was getting at. Quad Revivum. I said I know that's four valves. I was like, how many valves do the heart got? 4 valves. You get to the heart of this shit, man. We ain't getting to the heart of it. And the motherfucker that was spitting that shit in the Encyclopedia Eranica, he wasn't trying to get to the heart of nothing either. He was trying to get his name in the motherfucking books. Yeah, music is a language. Yeah, we communicating with the spheres outside of this sphere. And yeah, we communicating with everything from the minerals and the biological, all of the, yeah, we in communication, but what's at the heart of the matter? Motherfuckers ain't looking into that, man. Oh, man, it was horrible. It was horrible. So I started looking at the heart. And I think I started thinking like astrology, cause like everything just get wound around in my head and shit. So I'm like, I was trying to like fix the heart, the 4 valves, the heart, like the heart chakra. And I was like, that's like that fixed cross thing, cause that's what he said about like geometry, music, and whatever the other ones were. It's like where the 4 roads meet. And I was like, okay, so that's like the crossroads symbolism and all of that. I think that was the first video I put on YouTube. I don't believe in crossroad moments, for you can never sell a soul. Eminent domain, private property, ain't no contract holder, because it's all energy. Active energy, reactive energy, dipole. Man, and it... Something I was looking at read me to Nana. I was looking up prana and just playing with the words, like the different words that I saw. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. And Nana, I remember that Rihanna said, oh Nana, what's my name? And it's like it's a goddess of calm fire or steady fire, or it's my it's the justice. It's the part of the Ain't no male God without no female God. Ain't no female God without a male God. Ain't no creation unless you sticking and moving. We can say whatever it is we want to say about what's acceptable and overdoing stuff because there's been such a restriction on things. You know what I'm saying? There's been such a restriction on science, on the part of religion, because they was the government deducting the fuck out of our ass for some capital. which is ought to be charged. They ought to be charged with murder for every goddamn thing they do. That's why they some goddamn bullies and don't want nobody having the wherewithal to defend themselves because they evil as fuck. There's no respect for Nana. Ain't no respect for it. You can build you one if you want to, but it ain't no respect for it. There's no respect as a co-head. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, the woman's place to follow the man to this, that, and the third. The head, it's already dualistic in nature. You got this value. And that's what you do. You keep people separate. You have a religious aspect of what a head is, and you got a scientific aspect of what a head is, and then you have a metaphysic aspect of what a head is, and then you have a musical aspect of what a head is, and then geometrically what a head is in the center, and it's the heart. It's the heart. Get to the heart of the matter, man. But it's gonna be real hard to get to the heart of the matter when everything that we ever been taught is authored by confusion. I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. I ain't doing this to really try to get to no point. Like I said, that Libra Deacon of Aquarius, because the point is always going to be what it always have been. It's in the heart. I wrote a poem, and I guess I'll stop with this because you can just keep on talking about the ins and outs of history forever, and it's just pontificated. It ain't getting nowhere. But I wrote this song, not a song, it was like, it's a shame that our lovers have yet to find peace, drawn to the fire and can't stand the heat. The cure has two sides or something like that. I gotta find it. I said, but the cure is dual-sided, and it surely must abide between the brain and the heart on the line that divides. And I've been looking at that for so long. Like, you know, that's the beauty of it. It ain't even about answering questions for somebody else. When time goes on and more information comes and you answer your own questions. I wrote that shit when I was like 14, 15 years old. Between the brain and the heart on the line that divides. I was like, well, what's between the brain and the heart? I'm thinking, is it the spine? Is it the throat chakra? It's the line that divides. You're going to speak what's on your mind. You're going to speak what's in your heart. Are your mind and your heart in agreement so that when you speak with calm fire, with clarity? And I know I just shot myself right there. And that's okay. I'll take a straight shot to myself. I'd rather go down with a straight shot. The goddess of calm fire. Nah. But that's the cure. Between the brain and the heart on the line that divides. I wrote this shit when I was 14. Recently I started looking into it. I'm like, what's the line that divides? Because I'm looking at like chakra systems and like the tree of life and all this stuff. And I'm like, what is it? You know, it's your mouth. Shout out to Bridget Kelly. The mouth. She got a good song. That came up when I was thinking about it. I said, God dang. But that's what it is. Is your head and your heart lined up? And when your head and your heart are lined up, is that the truth of what your mouth speaks? I gotta get out of here. Maybe I have a ditty later on or something like that. But I was just sitting up blowing my mind doing Google searches this weekend. I'm like, God damn, it gets so deep. It don't get better, it just get deeper. Material was a bad idea. Horrible idea.